Nice.
Ready?
Okay, well, 3.
Hi, I'm George Lynch. I'm the guitar player in KXM.
I'm Ray Luzier. I'm the drummer in KXM.
I'm Doug Pinnick, and I'm the singer and the bass player in KXM.
And we're also like in 17 other bands too.
Yes.
125 other bands.
So who's responsible to come up with this members to do the project?
Yeah, who is responsible for this? Well,
Danica.
Well, let me put it this way. If it's successful, I'll take responsibility. If it fails, I think it was Ray or Doug.
Yeah.
the truth is, I had a birthday party for my son, who was 1 at the time, and invited my buddies over, and we all were sitting in my studio, one by one, kind of filtering in there, showing George some of my wacky guitars I have. And we were talking, and we both agreed that Doug Pinnick is one of our favorite singers of all time. Big, huge King's X fans. And George threw out the idea, hey, we should do a record together. And we're like, yeah, that'll happen, because our schedules are all over the place. They crisscross, there's no way. But lo and behold, George was very persistent. I'll give it up for George.
Very persistent.
Yeah, you called us a lot. What do you have this Saturday? Well, Doug has this Friday. Do you have the? And then next thing you know, I'd be in freaking Cuba or something, and then come back. These guys are doing their thing. Lo and behold, we made it happen.
I figured if once we got the ball rolling, it might, the enthusiasm would be there because it would be cool. That's what I was hoping would happen, which is what happened, right?
Yeah, it's very cool. I keep telling myself that. that's the best record ever.
I'm getting the sun on your face.
I thought the spotlight all of a sudden.
That's the godlight.
Kabam.
No, we worked it out so that would happen.
It is the sunlight. The clouds broke. Dang it, William.
What's wrong with that?
I thought you were professional. George told me.
He's the main guy, so we want him to be brighter.
No, can I do?
He's
I
the
can't
most
even do
famous
that. Dang it! Wait,
Can you go back a little bit to see? Like, no, it's the same thing. No.
Do you want me to get shot at?
Is it just me? You're not in that?
I think you're the only one, getting the sunlight. So.
Do you want me to get Devin to get up there and hold something in front of the sun?
George, you want to switch because you're a little bit darker, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why do you got to go there?
I don't know, man.
You think I'm a little bit darker than this guy? Come on.
I don't like it. Whatever.
Like we did that photo shoot. Here you go. We did the photo shoot. There's 2 guys named Doug and 1 guy was the white guy.
The sun's going to move anyway. So.
Doug is so pale in these pictures, but it was the white guy they were talking about. We thought it was talking about Doug. How can Doug be pale?
That was awesome.
I know. Were you there?
No.
Where was that? Over at
I don't know.
that studio, right? The guitar studio. Oh, DG. It was the DG thing.
You're starting over again?
Yeah, let's just start over again because sorry about that.
That's
So
all right.
just yourself one more time, please.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm George.
Go ahead.
Start this way. Hey, I'm George Lynch. I'm the alleged guitar player in KXM.
I was going to say legend. I'm a legend guitar.
I didn't say legend. I said the legend.
I'm Doug Pinnick. I'm the singer and bass player of KXM.
I'm Ray Luzier, and I'm the lead drummerist in KXM.
Drummers.
That'll work.
So same question, like, who is it responsible to have this band
You gonna tell that
together?
story?
Yeah, I'll say the same thing I said last time. If KXM is successful, I'm responsible for putting it together, but if it's a failure, then these guys are.
I'll take full responsibility. I've failed in many things. I have no problem taking.
Yeah, just add it to the list.
Add it to the
Gonna
list.
make any difference?
Yeah. So the
longer list.
truth of the story is, I had a birthday party for my 1-year-old son at the time. Invited my good buddies over, and
us too, right?
you guys too. as well.
Kinda came along.
His good buddies and
Can
us.
I come too?
They heard there was a party. They kept knocking on my door, going, "Please let us in." All right, so I finally let them in, and then we ended up hanging in my studio, and just showing Doug and George my really bad guitars I have. And next thing you know,
In your cool drum room.
yes, and we agreed. George and I agreed that Doug Pinnick's one of the best singers of all time.
We agreed on that.
Yes, we would love.
Sorry, Pavarotti.
We would love to be in a band with him, and we made it happen. George kept calling us up and said, "You have this Saturday, you have this Friday. What day do you have? Let's just make this happen." And next thing you know, here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like stuck to it tenaciously because I felt like if we had a shot, I wanted it to happen so badly, and I think they generally did too. That if once we gave it a quick initial run, that everybody would just pile on and be enthusiastic about going forward with it. So, I mean, we really didn't know what was going to happen, quite honestly.
Nah,
it was sort of a mystery thing we just threw together in one day, right?
Yeah, just kind of jump in the fire and see what happens.
And the coolest
I
thing,
love that.
the coolest thing about it was none of us George would come in with a riff prepared. Doug and I would pretty much veto it and say, "No, we're starting from scratch."
That was weird.
And, we threw this guy way off because he came in with some "I got this thing. Last night I had this thought," and Doug was
No.
"Nope."
But can I just tell you something?
What?
And this may be off or on camera, but I was thinking of those things like driving up the mountain to the studio, or as I was just right at the moment. And you're like, no, you can't use that. Why not? I mean, I just thought of it. You didn't think of it like in the future.
No. Let's not.
That's true. These weren't ideas I already had worked
that's
on.
That's not exactly.
And I'm being honest.
There's a
about
couple things you said that you were songs, didn't you?
Not really.
Okay, well,
it's something that maybe had been floating around in my head that I've never used.
Well, we apologize.
But most of the time it was just something that was hitting me at the moment or on the way up to the studio.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and I go, no. I'm like, why not? Who's making these crazy rules?
I told you should have lied and said, "I'm coming up with this right now in this second." And we would have been
Well, I didn't know that was the rule.
Remember,
so I will know next time.
There were no official rules,
No.
but I always said that nobody tells anybody what to do.
There you go.
Period.
Yeah.
Because it's just to see what happens. And
Why'd you tell me not to sing?
huh? I did tell you not to sing, but you insisted.
I wanted to sing because I want to try to sing someday. Because I love the idea of trying to sing. 'Cause I have really good ideas in my head that my mouth won't agree with.
Something? I don't even know if you can sing, so we're gonna find out when we start playing. Because you guys are doing some background harmonies, boys.
Backing tracks.
I'm so nervous.
Click tracks, backing tracks.
But
Okay.
Go ahead, Wade.
I
but
have
hold
one
on,
question.
just real quick. I know you got a little bit of time, but I just got to say, since that rule applies to me, and this is probably off camera, but I mean for the next record, it should also apply to you. So beats that you've played on every record I've ever heard you play.
But I haven't though.
that you
That's the
regurgitate,
beauty about this
recycle.
record. I haven't played these beats. I've been waiting to. Some of them were in my head.
They are new.
Like Love, I
Yeah.
wanted to do all that stuff. And it worked out. Doug would be like, "Don't stop."
You
playing
just
that."
thought of it?
Yeah, seriously. Well, no, I've had them.
But George, you would start playing riffs, and we would say that's cool, but you want to make 5 riffs up in a second, and I go, you get to 1, and I go, stop. Let's work on that.
You're right.
You're
right.
I never.
I go off into all areas,
And the other thing, when you make up a big riff, I go, I'm not going to play that.
Well, that
I go,
I found-
I'm going to find my own riff.
See, now that's kind of chicken shit because I would come up with these cool ass riffs that guitar players would be like, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
It was badass.
But you didn't want to learn it.
No.
So you go, that's stupid. Do something simpler.
No, I didn't want. No,
That's
I like what you do. I just don't want to do it with you.
Why?
Because I want to create something different.
You just don't. It's hard to learn. Is that?
No.
Not teach it.
No, but that's all yesterday.
Go ahead,
was.
Let the guy.
We should.
Yeah.
For the next record, we should have this discussion,
Okay.
or maybe not. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
So,
Okay.
just three of you. No
Yes.
other person was jamming with you
No.
that time.
No.
So there's no preconceived idea to do the trio. Just happened to be 3 of you.
Yeah, interesting, because you never said anything like, "Hey, let's get a bass player."
No.
Well, I just assumed myself. I'm a huge fan of his bass playing and singing, so I'm like, I just assumed that he would. But we never even asked you if you
Well,
would.
the thing is, every band I've ever been in, they've asked me to sing and play. So it's just like I just think, oh, you want to play? Okay, I guess I'm singing too.
Yeah.
What they do, if they had said we got a singer, I would have went yeah.
Okay,
because
but
finally to play in a
both of those-
band where I don't have to sing.
Oh.
It's not like you're playing generic bass and doing generic vocals. I mean, what you do is trademark. That's why we love you, and that's why people love you. I don't want to see you just sing. I want to hear what you do on bass because you do these creative bass lines that are not following the guitar, and they're going to different notes that complement it. And where most rock bass players, standard rock bass players, just follow what the guitar player
follow
does.
the root,
And that's
yeah.
very creative and gives another dimension to the music and the songs. And I love that. So you won't. Why would you want to take that away from it?
Right.
That's why I won't follow you.
I love that. I'm not arguing, dude. I'm on your.
Okay.
I'm your
So obviously you guys
part.
didn't invite any singers.
No,
We have the best
No,
singer.
that's right. The question was
That's it.
singing.
Oh, we got the best singer in the world. Let's get a new one. Let's fire him and get a new one.
Yeah.
A shittier singer.
Rihanna wanted to sing a song. We said no. We canned her.
No, we told her on the next record.
Oh yeah.
She was all bummed.
But you did sing once with Living Color, right?
Oh yeah.
You did that just playing.
Yeah.
How'd that feel singing with just?
It was weird.
Just grabbing a mic, huh?
It was really weird,
Yeah.
and it was weird because I can't sing as high as Corey.
Oh.
So it was a
We
struggle.
played a show together where you just sang. We went on after you.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was
South by Southwest.
Raised at 13.
that South by Southwest, you came out and you didn't have a bass on it, and I was bummed.
Looked weird, didn't it?
KXM. Please
Why do you gotta
explain
interrupt us, dude?
Please
having a
explain to that
conversation.
to the Japanese fans here.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
very, very deeply intelligent, the KXM name. It's very, very deep. It would take years to explain.
Yeah, we had scientists figure out the
But
name.
in a nutshell, George.
King's X. Who's the X? You?
The corns with a Z. Yeah, the corns.
Oh, you're King's X. Oh, you're X. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We need to get t-shirts.
K. Yeah, so that's basically, it's nothing that special. It's
King's X, Corn, and
Lynch Mob.
Lynch Mob.
Yeah, so KXM stands for that. We band names are hard. They're weird.
God.
You know what I think is really cool? I'm in a band with my a black guy, and my band name was Lynch Mob.
Yeah.
How weird is that?
Oh, do you guys have something against?
Do you have an issue with that?
Nah, I never
No,
did.
And
Never did.
a white farm boy from Pennsylvania.
I did an interview with the Village Voice, and this wonderful young black lady that interviewed me, and she was completely insanely pissed off at me for using that name.
Wow.
And I
Oh,
had to
so
try
black
to-
people have the exclusive
Mob?
mark on Mob,
Yeah.
Lynch.
Weird.
You know?
Well, for the obvious connotations, but I didn't think of it that way. I thought of my last name and like rustlers,
Yeah.
cattle rustlers in your street. I didn't think, and that was wrong of me, and I felt
No,
bad after that,
no.
and I don't like the name now.
No,
But the guy in
No,
Living
way.
Color quit ESP over that as well.
Did he really?
He's very political. He's very bright,
For real.
and he said, "I will not be on the same guitar
And
endorsement."
for the record, I want to say it's all bullshit.
What I said, or
No,
what they're
no,
doing?
The whole
no.
Lynch Mob thing.
The names and that whole bullshit. People getting offended. Races
Well,
getting
there's a
offended. by
black
something.
singer called Barry White or Morris White.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah. What's the difference?
anybody makes any.
Right.
I actually have to admit, I am racist. I don't like white people.
I'm racist. I hate everything.
So this King, this the name
Yeah, we-
KMX.
I wrote a song called
Yeah,
Kill
yeah,
Whitey
yeah,
on my
we-
last little
we-
instrumental thing. I'm not
listen,
kidding.
You guys
Listen,
start
this-
jamming, right?
Yeah.
Then you decided to make a record, and then name came after that, right?
Yes.
So so it was you didn't seems like spend a lot of time thinking about the name of the group.
Well, actually,
did.
what happened was, I think somebody said KXM just for a running name until we thought of something, and that was from the beginning, and it just kind of stuck. And I would always say KXM, and then we decided to make a name. Everything we came up with just didn't sound right. And KXM just seemed. It just rolled off your tongue, and I was
Yeah.
just used to it. So I think
It
we all
stuck.
Yeah, it stuck. Thank you.
And
You
then
know-
you guys actually jam, and you got the vibe there, right? And then so you were like arguing about how to make a song, write the song. George brings a riff out of that. So
Arguing.
well, it's already recorded in the camera, but
There it is.
so George, songwrite and process. George brings the riff, or you guys have something from
Here we
way
go
back?
again.
No.
That's the whole point of what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I just wrote the hit songs. These guys helped. No. We all came up with it. Was a complete equal.
Is it
Doug
brand
came up-
new or like some was stock?
No, the whole
Brand new.
What would be-
Inspired at the moment.
Yeah, what happens is either Ray will have a drum beat, or George will have a guitar part, or I'll have a bass part, and we'll just play off of each other till we write a song together.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I never told you this. The first single and the song we're doing the video for it later today is called Rescue Me. It's a beautiful song. The opening riff is just badass, and it's this big wah-wah part. It's really cool. That's your riff.
Yeah.
You came up with that. I had something else. You
Yeah.
came up with that, and I was thinking in my head, that is so dumb. Bass players should not try to write songs. Really, I honestly thought that.
confessions on camera.
And now I heard it done, and I'm like, I gotta have more of an open mind.
Yeah.
Because that is badass. I couldn't have never wrote that because it's
It's simple.
simple.
It's simple, and you sang it. With the coolest thing about that riff is he was like something like boom, and I was like, as soon as you did this to there, I was just like, this is gonna be awesome. And then the way we twisted it and the beat kind of slammed right through it.
It's not going to impress shredder guitar players from MI,
No.
nor should we be trying to.
Right.
But it's rock and roll, man. It's mean and nasty, and I love it.
One thing I have to tell you.
And it's easy.
One thing I have to tell you is most of the riffs that Led Zeppelin did were John Bonham I mean, not John, but John Paul Jones's riffs.
Yeah.
Whole Lot of Love, Black Dog.
Really?
He made up all those riffs. Jimmy Page didn't.
You're saying the bass player is important.
Bass player is very important. Bass player is more important than guitar player.
Yeah,
So they
John
should
Paul
get paid
Jones
more
was
then.
our arranger
I
too.
should.
So
Yeah,
Hey,
you're right.
double, you do two
I want
jobs.
to get paid triple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting
At
paid?
least-
Oh, we didn't tell the drummer.
Well,
I see.
here's the thing, since you're getting paid double, and we're not making any money, you get double the debt.
Okay.
Yeah, so it works it's a two-sided coin, dude.
You know, I hope we put this whole thing out in its entirety
Me too.
somewhere. If it's just on YouTube, okay? Just, when you're done with it, let us have it. Okay? I swear I'll put it up.
So basically, songwriting process. You kind of mentioned right now. Everybody bring the pieces and try to get the each other's influence and just play off. So it means recorded live style.
Well, we try, yeah, pretty much. I mean, the song "Love" on I'm sorry, is it called not "Love"? They're so fresh and new. I don't even know the
I don't
titles.
even know the names of our own songs. We wrote them so quickly. I mean, we wrote more than a song a day and recorded it. Recorded the basics. in
It
one
is
day.
called
We
Love.
spent 10 days on the
very
record.
first song we wrote.
So we don't remember what we
fades in like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Love.
No, it's not.
No, My Little Burn.
Burn. So the song "Burn" was
Whatever.
I was just
Love can burn sometimes.
I was stay away
Chlamydia,
from,
hello.
Stay away from Amsterdam, kids. I was messing around with a floor tom beat, and I was literally just checking the tone of my toms, checking out and Doug's like, wait, keep doing that. And I was just, I'm just messing around. He's like, yeah, but keep doing that. And he was trying to follow the kick pattern, and I was like, that's a really odd place to fall in, and that's how Burn started. So like, it could have been a riff. So it was just, it came from many different sources, So it's kind of cool actually to do that, on the cuff.
Which
And
is
then
why
we
it's
tracked. What?
Which is why it's the best record I think I've
Ever?
ever played on.
Ever.
Because it was not premeditated and because it wasn't all me. Because
Yeah.
I'm not Jimi Hendrix
No, you're
or
not.
Prince. I'm not this super genius. I mean, I just like to be a cog in the wheel. And
And I was bound to determine
collectively-
to make it not you.
yeah, and that's cool. I like that. I mean,
We have a conspiracy.
I did have something to do with it. Come on.
So just
Don't
to
go
make
overboard here.
Just messing with you.
just to make sure, so you guys never really sit down and okay, let's do this kind of a direction. How this is how we're gonna, this band's gonna be. Just it happens, just playing, and you get the great vibe, energy, magic from each other, and then start writing the song. That's the way you guys say
Except
it.
for the last song, which was actually an afterthought because we worked so quickly, we didn't realize how many songs we'd even written, if we'd written enough songs. And we'd all split apart and gone our separate ways, and we were trying to deliver the record, and we realized we need a bonus track for Japan. And we didn't have it. How am I going to make this? So I dug in the hard drives, and we found something we were just jamming to. There's a bunch of that stuff of just us jamming that we didn't finish songs. And I found this one idea that was really cool. I go, oh, that should have been on the record. So I finished it, sent it to Doug. He put the bass on there, came up with vocals like last night or night before.
Yeah, and I followed the guitar. I
Yeah,
played
it's
the riff with you,
beautiful.
the
And
whole
I think
thing.
honestly,
the whole thing.
This is nice.
we don't have a title for it yet. I think it's called what, Big Balls or something?
Big rocks.
Big Rocks, yeah. And,
I really did try to make up a bass line that didn't get complimented it, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't
It's okay to do that one.
And I thought to myself, yeah, it's okay to bow to the almighty George Lynch. Just amazing riffs, and it is.
Yeah, stop.
It is. It's great.
Okay, head blow up. Okay. But what I was going to say about that song is we were actually, the whole time we're doing this record, Doug kept giving us like every CD in the King's X catalog and a solo record. So that's all I was listening to all the way up to the studio.
He had to give you that. I listened to him.
Yeah, and all I
almost
kept
daily.
listening to was Dogman over and over, and that song was in my head night and day. So we need a Dogman-esque song. And so the last song we wrote, which is the bonus track for Japan only, is this kind of Dogman-esque song.
It's Dogman over my head.
Yeah.
I think we should call it Dog Shit.
Yep.
How about Doghead?
Doghead.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You didn't
no,
sing that.
no.
You can name a song.
Yeah.
That's gross.
You can name a song that's
How about
not in
Head
the
Dog?
lyrics.
Head Dog.
Head Dog, that's pretty cool.
Head Dog's pretty cool.
Okay.
I
fucked your
saw,
boyfriend.
you know, in a Facebook, George's page, you know, the recording, you know, photo, you know, like it's a big room, you know, you guys all set up things, you know. So where was it, and who was producing it, and how long does it actually take?
Tell the story.
What, for the studio?
You want to tell the true story or the lie story?
About the Wizard? Talking about the Wizard.
It's this very remote 2-story house on all this acreage in the middle of nowhere in the Tehachapi Mountains, halfway between where we live and the Arizona border. And we heard about this place, and we went up there looking for this place, and there's this guy that runs it called the Wizard, and he's an actual real wizard, you know, and he's
Hat
got
and all.
a beard and then, you know, whatever. He does magical things in the studio. And it's not really a commercial studio. It's like a private thing. You have to pass all these tests. He asks you a bunch of questions. We found this guy, and we ended up, and you live there basically, and we stayed there, and we just said, okay, we'll just stay here until the record's done. And that's what we did. And it's called Sound Mountain Studios. But it's not like a real studio. You just kind of go into this place, put all your equipment up, they build the studio around you, and then he records, and he disappears.
Into the mountains.
He waves his magic wand.
It's like, F my life.
That's right.
We want to make our interviews interesting,
So,
right?
so self-produced, that's what it is?
Pretty well. The Wizard's assistant. His name is Chris Collier, and he's a very great musician. He can play everything. He's got great ears. He engineers. He produces. So it was produced by us and as well as Chris. And we just sometimes it's great to have outside ears to really judge, because you get so engulfed inside the music, you don't really. It seems great, and it could really suck. You don't really know. You know, there's certain things or it could be the opposite. We think it's awful, and then you know. So he was really helpful with that, telling us that kind of stuff, and we helped each other out. Like, you know.
I would say it'd be produced by the band along with the Wizard.
Yeah, because some of the tracks we did, I mean, I did some of the vocals and bass tracks at my house.
Yeah.
And George did some of his guitar parts at his house. So we all kind of engineered in parts. But Chris basically has the brunt of everything.
The Wizard.
The Wizard. Okay.
You guys,
Chris is his assistant.
Did we put any credits on our engineering in there?
Oh
We
man,
should.
stop the presses.
We should.
Uh-oh.
And we don't have to, but we should.
Call WHD.
Anyways.
Send the record back.
have you ever played live?
We haven't. KXM has not played a live gig yet, but
But we have plans to.
yes, we definitely.
And we're doing what I think is pretty interesting. In the last, there was a band called The Residents from San Francisco back in the late 60s, early 70s. Very strange band where their whole thing was they were anonymous. Nobody knew what they looked like. And they would
like
do these...
Klaatu.
Who?
Klaatu and like that.
Just, and they would do they would do tours.
They wear some.
Yeah, the crawfish outfits. We're not going to do that, but they would play these tours that were unannounced and all over the world. They play like, you know, a handful of shows, but like Moscow, Paris, wherever, you know, just and show up unannounced. It was very strange. So they worked really hard to so people had to kind of search them out and discover things about them, which kind of created this mystique. And that's what we plan on doing. We're going to do a world tour, but we're not going to tell you where we're playing or when it's going to happen.
You just have to be there, and you better be there. You're
I
gonna
think it's
miss
like 7 shows.
So obviously you guys will say, okay, you know, fans want to see the show. So you guys gonna play some of your previous bands?
No.
I hope not.
Jeez,
We have our previous
I would
bands
shut
do
that
all
right
that.
down.
Okay, here's KXM.
We're opening up with Dogman, going right into Wicked Sensation, and then going in the
Breaking
blind.
the chains.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
No.
Breaking the chains, Dogman, and
It
Blind.
would be hilarious. It would be embarrassing.
There's certain bands that do that, and there's certain, you know, like I toured with Stephen Piercy's band years ago in like '95. He had a band called Arcade, and I finished the tour when the drummer quit. And at the end of his, obviously he did Round and Round and One in Man, all those big rat hits, because that's what people wanted to see. It's different in this situation, you know. We literally we have such huge past, and you know, these guys, come on, the experience they have, and let alone my career before from David Lee Roth to you name it. So all these things mixed together, it's about us. I think if we play a cover song, it'll probably be something we all picked that has nothing to do with our bands. It'll be something really cool and eclectic. But yeah, the gigs will happen. It's just all our schedules are, King's X has shows, Lynch Mob has tours, Korn has tours coming up. So it depends on when all the stars will align, But
And when I listen to this record, it's funny because everybody, who we are is so big on the record that it's like listening to a cover band sometimes. You sit there and go, oh, that's Doc, oh, that's King's X, oh, that's Korn. You hear it, and it's kind of a blend of all of it, and it's us. That's what I like about it. It's very familiar, but it's original.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Yeah.
Yep.
And when you hear those songs, at least when I listen to them, I imagine when I close my eyes, that band coming out on stage when the lights are off, and you see the lights flickering on the amps, and you see the roadies running across stage, and all that anticipation. You think, I want to hear.
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
It's funny you say that because that's the vision I get. That's why my ears are bleeding right now because I've been cranking the record at ungodly volumes because it sounds like we're jamming for you. Like it sounds like you're. So that's
You played a lot too.
Huh?
I play it every day.
I gotta stop playing it.
Oh,
I'm burning it out.
Listen.
I'm burning
Always for me, always when I got a new record coming out, no matter what I'm with, I'll play it until the day it comes out.
Wow.
When it's officially out, it's like we're done having sex and I don't want to know, baby.
Yeah. So it's like we created this thing. It's our child. It's our love child.
It is. Yeah.
It is.
Writing music is our sex, and then the songs are our babies, right? And we love them.
Right.
And then we get sick of them because they're a pain in the ass, right? After a while.
Yeah, this is the mistress of our proper bands, but we love our mistress a lot.
People don't understand out
It's about new pussy, man. It's about
this is
new
like-
pussy.
If we were Arnold Schwarzenegger, our songs would be The Maid.
There you go.
Yeah.
That hurt my
seen
brain.
this, Maid?
My brain hurts.
Is
right
she
now.
hot?
No. I'm sorry, Maid, but
But
it just makes you go, why? You're Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're the Terminator.
Really? Sex and love is not about looks. You know that.
I didn't know that. Honestly, did not. I'm being honest.
Say that.
But I got somebody.
That
You
wrong.
need to meet, dude.
That came out so wrong.
Sex and love is not about looks.
So today you guys are
Hardly
shooting
it
the
is.
music video in this this mysterious building. so-
Mysterious building.
Yeah.
They filmed Saw here.
Sunny Smoggy. They did.
Did they?
One of the Saws.
Yeah.
Part of it.
That's awesome.
So before we going to ask you to describe each song, can you guys have a little message to your fans in Japan, about this CD?
Yes, we cannot wait to come to Japan and rock your asses off.
And you better come see us.
And don't throw bananas at us.
No, tomatoes, not bananas. They hate bananas.
If you tell Japanese fans what you like, they will throw that at you when you play.
That's true. Huh? I love money. I love yen. I love yen. Throw
Like Ferraris.
yen.
Throw Ferraris at me.
Let me see. What can I have?
And they'll also pile that stuff on your hotel room door.
Right.
I came back to Roppongi Prince.
Right.
Came back to my room, and there was a picture of me with a banana in Hit Parader. So we were pelted with bananas on stage, and each one had written on it the name of a Dawkins song with banana replacing one of the words. So Into the Banana,
Wow.
Breaking the Banana.
In your bananas.
All that kind of stuff. And then we got back to the room, there was bananas piled up to the door. We couldn't even get at the door.
Well, I want a couple of 20.
I ate a lot of bananas.
I want a couple of 20-year-old somethings that look like Bruce Lee.
There you go. Pile those in front of the door.
Pile me a couple of them. I'll take.